we're playing Division 2 today, and we're going to jump into it and just do some gameplay. And no, I'm not going to ask you to like and subscribe. I found that it's just easier to not do that. Alright, let's set this up quick.
Agent in need of backup.
Alright, let's get out of there. Go back to here for a moment. Okay, and we are going to... Okay, it's awful slow. Alright, finally. Alright, so... Just give me a second, guys. I'm just, as usual... I don't know what they did with the PS5 version versus the PS4 version. Or sorry, the machines. They both have built-in abilities to stream, which is how I do it. But for some reason, in the PS5, they've switched it up, and they've made it so that when I put my tags in, at the bottom, I put all my tags in, and this pissed me off, too, because when I did it on PS4, nothing happened. It was great. When I switched over to PS5, for some reason, I put these little underscores after every word in my... So if I have, like, 3 words in my as a hashtag, it will underscore each one. And it never did that on PS4. So what happens is I have to come into the stream when it starts, and I've got to come in and fix it. So I don't do that anymore. So I start the stream, then I go into my stream, and I have to put the tags in manually, which is good because I have 2 buddies, so I can just insert them and they will go in on their own, which is great. It saves me a lot of time. I never had to do that before because I could just put my tags in and say go live, and everything was good on PS4. Why they decided to change that is beyond me, and I'm not sure why, but somebody's thought it was a good idea, and apparently, yeah, it was not a good idea. Actually, it kind of makes me mad. So I just released a video. I got another one coming out at 3. That one's a rigger set that I did another build with. Actually, easier. You'll see when it comes out. I touched on the True Patriot again because I found another way to use it pretty effectively, actually. But for some reason, the Pestilence seems to work really good with the True Patriot build. It doesn't matter how you run it. So I always run the Pesty with that, no matter which way I build it, because it seems to be nastier depending on which way you use it. It really likes being a skill build. This is the rigger set that I was playing with, but we're not going to get into that right now. This is one of the first True Patriot builds I started running with. I've already done a video on this one though. And it gives me insane armor regen. But for some reason with that build, with the build I'm running right now, this is my first one, it seems to kind of act like it used to. It seems to work really well like it used to a long time ago. And I'm pretty sure I need some ceramics, so just give me a second. I think I do. Note the stats. Yes, I do. I only have 5, so I'm going to go do this mission real quick. Because I need some ceramics badly. I haven't finished setting this up. I'm going to do that really quick. Alright, so let's make sure this is on what it needs to be on.
We need to find out what happened to the team that went to try to repair the main shade node. The federal shelter should be beneath your current position. Find a way down there, but proceed with caution.
The manhunt missions? Yes, they are. Well, I don't know if they're back. It's just I haven't done them all. What was I running with here? Let me see here. I like using blind or firefly with this. There's a lot of skills in this game that people just overlook. Like the firefly is very useful if you know how to use it right. I do. I use it quite a bit, actually. I've used it quite a bit. He thought he was going to get me. See, that thing can save your life. With this particular build that I'm using, though, all I need to do is get that white on him and they're fucked. Because that heals me non-stop. And that's the end of that. I barely had to make an effort. This video, when I did this video with this build, I believe it exploded. Because this build is great. This isn't the one I just released, though. This is the one that I use the 4 pieces this way, but I use Perfectly Efficient, and I use my Emperor's Guard, which gives me an insane amount of regen. And then when I use the Pestilence on somebody, it gives me more regen. So basically, I can face tank shit. Most people don't run the Pestilence because they don't know how to use it. They think they do, but they don't. This beast is quite nasty, actually. When you use it right, yeah, it's crazy.
You know that bitch hiding that Wilson Island.
Stayed on the island with us. Live long.
Just kill me. Ay, no, he's not. Oh. I don't go down that easy. Look at my armor regenerating. Even with all those machine guns hitting me, my armor is regenerating so quick. I bet you didn't know that. Run towards them, that's what I want you to do. Yeah, no. Yeah, I like pushing.
Remains detected. Identified as division agents.
There's no way the outcast could have taken out an entire squad in a fair fight. It's not possible.
Oh yes, it is. Okay, so everybody's seen this build, so I'm gonna just turn around and come back here. I want to show you why some skills that people don't use. Oh, I gotta do that again because I didn't do it right. Let me do this. There, that'll take me back to the thing. This is a lot of people don't use Firefly, and there's other things too that people don't use. And it's sad because they should, because they're actually quite powerful. So I'll just get rid of this, and I'll go to, I think it's this one, my rigger set. And what I typically use here is, if I'm going to use this, if I'm going to use Firefly, I'm going to use it this way, the burster. And the other one that I use that I don't see a lot of people using, is the bombardier drone. Now, I had a build, and I can't remember what I did with it, or I'll probably have to figure it out, but I had a build with these two
We need to
pieces right
find out what
here,
happened to the team that went to try
and
to
they
repair
were
the main shade node.
absolutely
The federal
disgusting.
shelter should be beneath your current
But
position.
since I'm not
Find
using
way
a
down
hive,
there,
I'm going to
but
take this
proceed with
off.
caution.
And I'm actually going to add a piece of wyvern to this shit. I just want to make sure this is perfect tech support, okay. There we go. Oh. They're both dead. I believe that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of that shit real quick. I don't know if you were paying attention to how much damage I was doing with that Firefly, but it was like 4.5 million per explosion. So if I had 3 people and they all got hit, it was 4.5 each. I have used this in PvP actually, conflict to be precise. And I'm telling you right now, if you can get them all stuck, like most people when they're organized, they stick together. So all 4 of them will be stuck, they'll be really close together. And if you can mark all 4 of those with that Firefly and it gets them all marked, it's you can pretty much guarantee you're going to see 4 people's names go up because they're all dead. They're all going to die. And then the bombardier drone. So actually, if I was going to use this, actually now I remember what I was going to do. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to put the Acusta's backpack on, the one that allows me to overcharge. I remember now how I did this. I need a bigger area though, because usually when I play Conflict, their maps are they're big enough that I can use this shit. So, let me see. Is that big enough? I'm just trying to think here. Let me reset my control points. I'll reset my control points so that I can go to that one control point and attack it.
Incoming backup request.
That's how I did it. Watch this. I'll show you in a minute. As soon as I get there. Or as soon as it charges me up. Hold on a second. Let me just switch the controllers because this one's about to die. Controller is about to die. Not a big deal. But anyways, I now remember how I did this, and it's not the way you think it is. Okay, so to do this, if I remember this correctly, it was just because I accidentally deleted one of my pieces that should have went there. This is how I used it before, and what I do is I take this, I turn it into my Firefly. You make sure you're using the burster. Now the other one is good too. This one's really good in PvP too, but I wouldn't use it because I don't know. But what I can tell you about this is if you do know for a fact that you're going against shield users, this thing's wicked against those guys. So when they pull their shield out, if you throw that at somebody and their shield is out, it breaks their shield instantly. Like it's instantly broken. It doesn't matter if their shield has 50 million fucking armor on it. That thing instantly breaks it. The Demolisher. The problem is when people know you're using that Firefly, they tend to switch off of that build because they know that you can destroy their shield. So that's when you switch over to this guy right here, the Burster. Another thing that, like I said, the other thing that's nasty, and I've tried both of these skills. I've tried them both in PvP, and they work great. You just have to be really smart and know what to do with it. Some people don't, and they get frustrated. Whoops, I didn't do that right. Put the Firefly on, Burster. Great ability. Let's get out of here before shit starts. Gonna go here, and I'm gonna attack that control point with this build. It's one of the few things that people they underestimate these skills. They see you throwing a Firefly and they're like, oh, whatever, like it's a Firefly, what's it gonna do? And then they're dead, and they realize just what it can do. Just like the Bombardier drone, everybody's looking at it going, all I have to do is avoid that. Okay, so those words that you just said when you said you just have to avoid it, it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to actually avoid it. Because I've actually said that too. I'm like, and then I try to jump out of its way, and it got me. But when I used it better than that person did because I actually kill people with it when I use it. Because I've set it up properly. They use the rigger one. I use the hardwired, and the reason why I use the hardwired with these two skills is because I can keep using it. And if I can keep using it, I can guarantee you that I can do more damage than your rigger build can in a short amount of time that it takes you to do it once. To your once, I can match that really quick.
Civilians in distress.
But it's not just that, it's the fact that I can do it and keep doing it. Whereas when you're using rigger, which is good, I'm not saying it's a bad build, it does do a lot of damage, but it's limited to one thing. Until you see my rigger build later, you'll see. At 3 o'clock, I'm releasing another rigger variant. This one's going to kind of rival this one, actually, which is the hardwired that I'm using. But I'm using my hardwired, as you can see, differently than most people. I'm not using the hive. Got to make sure that I can see these guys. Okay, there we go. Call my buddies. And
Reinforcements incoming.
I got enemies behind me. I just know I do. And that's the only problem with this control point is I've got enemies that came up behind me and got me. Which is not a problem. I'll wait for them to try to rush. guys are going to be within proximity of each other in a minute. There we go. I think I might have gotten rid of those guys. Nope, there's still one there. There we go. Oh, sometimes you can auto send those guys, but hold on. Got one there. Where'd that other fucker go? They're both dead. Oh, sure, he's dead. Okay, those two guys are down. That means the guys that are behind me are now dead, which means now I can actually do my job. He's dead. Move up.
Someone cover me! Need to reload! Sure, I don't. There's no more enemies. Can't use that against him right now because he's the only one there. So I guess he's the only one there. He's hiding like a little fucking bitch. I've got to bring this out instead.
Whoa, 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 you little bitch.
Say your fucking prayers.
Yeah, say your prayers, bitch.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
You're fucking coming up behind me all the time, you cum drinkers. Yeah, he's dead. Nice. Alright. Come on, I got something for you, you little bastard. Oh, I love that. Watch this. Not worried about that.
We need to destroy it!
He did. Now, to deal with these fucks.
Going to be nothing but pieces left.
Oh, what the fuck? He's down? I gotta get him back up. Alright, now the fun part comes. Now I've...
Detecting additional hostile
There we go.
contacts.
Take them by surprise!
You have something behind me? Yes, I do. You motherfucking prick.
Detected.
Oh, you little cum drinking cunt.
Agent incapacitated.
You wait till I get up, you little fucking fucknut. Leave him alone, cocksucker. You better run, you fucking cum drinker. Are you fucking serious again?
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Oh my god,
Agent
fuck
killed.
off. Cunt. That is not the way I run it, actually. I remember this now. I had to sacrifice my backpack. I actually don't use that backpack. I use this backpack, which takes this away. So I gotta put this there, bingo. Which is fine, because I can still use this build. Doesn't matter. There's a reason why I did what I did. And I'll show you why. I'm gonna kill that cocksucker dead. I gotta take that off, though. I gotta switch that back to what it was before. Is it Demolisher still? Yes, I want that on there instead. I only use the Demolisher for the big guy.
Agent requesting backup.
This motherfucker, though, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him dead. Motherfucker. You piece of shit, where are you? Okay, where's the bitches? Alright, here we go. Perfect. Say goodnight, cocksuckers.
Damn it! I just can't see them!
Come on. Behind us? Okay. Cool. They're all dead.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
That's one big gun.
I hit it!
Serious trauma detected.
Watch this.
Who's got spare ammo?
Go for it.
Not this fucking shit again. Come on.
Close enough. Won't let this asshole get away. They're moving around me.
Motherfucker, who's doing that to me?
They deserve what they get. I got you. Good shot.
Bitch.
Someone here. Gonna see if I can get the gun.
Okay, hold on. I have fucking enemies. Oh,
Agent
come on, you
detected.
bastards. Where are they?
Rogue incinerator turret detected.
They're all out of range.
Rogue bombardier drone detected.
No.
I'll try to get the gun.
Where's the other one?
Where I want it.
They're coming all around. I've got your back. Always wanted to use a minigun.
Oh shit.
No ammo left. They're coming after me.
Get out! We could really use that minigun. Watch my back. Reloading. Another intruder! Work! Timing!
I've got you covered.
Take cover! Grenade out! Damn it!
Where's that fucking road?
Rogue bombardier drone detected.
Minigun's gonna be ours.
Nope.
Rogue incinerator turret detected.
Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh.
Vital signs critical.
Son of a bitch!
Serious trauma detected.
Bitch.
Rogue agent
Bitch, I fucking
eliminated.
bitch slapped you right in the mouth. You fucking
Supply
rushed me, you little
access
bitch.
unlocked.
I can cover.
Get what you deserve, motherfucker.
That minigun is mine. This one's just for you.
Oh shit. Oh no, 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 no. Big fat ass coming at me.
I'm out of bullets. Heading for
I'm taking you.
See that one over there?
that it?
Watch me while I reload.
You can count on me.
I can take the minigun.
There we go.
We're done here.
Good work, everyone.
Got back up.
You did good. Can't die yet.
You're welcome. So I had to do a heroic control point, 2 rogue agents, and a buttload of other enemies that decided to just fucking come in here from their random patrols.
Keep fighting on. One day.
Whew, that was pretty nasty. All with 2 skills that most people don't use. So I'd have to say that's good.
What would do without you? Thanks again.
And the funny part is this guy rushed me, this idiot, and I punched him right in the face. You know how you do that little SWAT motion? I went like this. Just like that. Punched him in the face once, because he was almost dead anyways. So instead of reloading my gun, I just ran up to him and went bang, right in the mouth. The fuck out of here. And he didn't drop anything good anyways. And I'm trying to remember, where did I kill that other one? Over there. Right over here. This should have been the other one I killed. And he didn't drop anything decent either, so shit. Okay, Alright, so let me go open those boxes real quick. There should be boxes in here because I haven't done this, like this control point in a little while. So there should be lots of stuff in here. Ceramics, what I need. And that's weird. That's the first time I've seen adrenaline rush on a yellow piece like this. That's got a weapon damage. Anyways, I'm using the Bombardier drone and the Firefly burster. And I'm telling you, I have used both of these abilities, but this is the way I ran it in PvP. I ran it with this backpack. Yeah. I was thinking on using that actually in one of my True Patriot builds. But I need to put some stuff on this too. That's the other thing too. I probably could have used it sooner if I would have put two skill hastes on this, which I gotta start remembering to do. Normally when you run this build though, when you use hardwired like this, normally you would run the backpack because the backpack gives you a quicker ability to use things quicker. But I want it because when I overcharge, I'm going to show you something real quick. So normally when you use the Bombardier drone, its radius is, you know, not very big. Oh no, I know. This one does too. I use this Firefly with this build, and the reason why I want it in this build instead of my rigger build is because I can use it, but I want to show you what happens when I overcharge that monster. You saw that little skinny radius that my Bombardier drone does? Wait till you see when I overcharge it, what it does. Now I'm overcharged. I'm going to pull the same thing out. Look at the size of this radius. Look at that radius. It's huge. Nothing is getting away from that. I don't care how good they can jump around like this. They're not getting out of that. But that's not my point. My point is people underestimate the Bombardier drone, and they underestimate the Firefly burster until it happens to them. Now, I've used both of these in PvP, aka Conflict. I haven't tried them in the Dark Zone. I'm sure it would work if you had an organized team that sticks together. It would work just as good. But like I said, most people in conflict stick together, right? So 4 people are usually together if they're organized. So when you mark them with that burster, it's all over. It's pretty much all over. When that thing blows up, because it will, because they're all within proximity, boom! It's like 4 explosions happen, they all go down. Same thing with the bombardier drone. If they're in its radius and it hits, 1 bomb will drop somebody. Like, all it takes is 1 bomb to drop right on top of them, and they're dead. I have used this in PvP, like I said, and I have either one of these skills I've dropped. All I saw was their names go up on the screen. Dead, 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 dead. Like, yeah, I know it works. But I was using the rigger when I did this. I have also used this. You can be very annoying with this one too.
Backup request.
Most people are going to look at it and go, well, you're not using the backpack for hardwired, so you're not going to be able to use it as quite as often as you'd want to. And I'm just like, you know what? Yes, I can actually. By the time I use one skill, the next one will be ready to go. And then when I use that skill, the next one will be ready to go. So it kind of works itself out, even though I don't have the quicker ability. Because both of these skills are not fast skills anyways. Like, the Firefly can move very fast, but it's not like a fast acting thing. You gotta mark things and then let it go. Right? So by the time you've marked your targets and then you let go of it, your other one's ready. And then by the time you set up its radius, Firefly's back again. So it works itself out. But I just love this. Like, look at this little skinny radius. That's it right there. Just this little tiny radius. And if you miss, you can always do that. Okay, so it's back. Let's overcharge. Now I have a good strip I can show you just how big this radius is. Look at that radius, folks. That is a big radius versus that little dinky one that it normally gets. That's got to be like, in real time, that's got to be like a 25, 30, maybe even 40 foot wide radius. Like, you're not getting... Oh shit, I pissed somebody off. Oh, it's just a big guy. That was almost 5 million damage I just did to that big guy. He's definitely not going to like me now. He's going to target me. But I don't care because I'm going to kill him. I just did another 5 million to him. He's healing. But he won't be able to heal forever because... He won't be able to heal forever because eventually I'll keep breaking his armor, and the more I break his armor, even when he's healing himself, it won't matter. His shit will just go down quick. Once you start breaking his armor up... But these are 2 skills I can guarantee you that you don't see most people using. And they don't expect these to be used against them. When they see you using these 2 skills, the first thing they think of is, I'm going to put a hazard build on. Yeah, that's not going to save your ass. Sorry. It's just not. It's not going to save your ass. Maybe if I made you bleed, it might save you from the bleed, but it's not going to save your ass. It's definitely not. I had a guy that thought that same thing. He put his hazard build on and thought, I'm going to live through this. And I was like, yeah, no, you're not. So I marked him and his buddies, and sure enough, the explosions dropped all 4 of them. Who all 4 of them were wearing hazard protection maxed out. And I killed all 4 of them with just 1 Firefly.
Hostile control point nearby.
But I wasn't going for the overcharge, so I had the waveform on, so it allowed me to do more damage. And I was using rigor, which rigor gives you... I can show you a nasty version of this. It's worse than this. It's like nasty. Because rigor, the chest piece on rigor gives you 50% skill damage just for, like, when you have your 4 pieces on. That's your talent. It ups your damage 25%.
Classified assignment location detected.
So automatically, when I launch that Firefly, it's getting 50% skill damage, regardless of anything else I'm wearing, automatically, for 10 seconds. And then when I switch over to my other one, it gets 50% plus all of the skill damage I have rolled onto my rigger as well. When all's said and done, it's a lot of skill damage, right? Because I have my waveform on, so it's rotating between the two skills. So, and I've got rigger on my rigger pieces. I've got them all rolled the skill damage. So when I use these two skills there, it's night night, motherfucker. That's all I have to say about that. You're not living through it. If my Firefly doesn't kill you, my Bombardier drone will.
Detected. In location. Guarded by hostiles.
Watch this.
Ammo!
Okay, so let me tell you something about that. So when people put their skills out, this is what they forget. So when people put their skills out, they forget one major thing about the Firefly, is it will still mark that skill regardless of what it is. Most of the time people throw out, like, they'll throw out their Stinger Hive. So what you do is you go for the guy, you mark him first, and then you go for the Stinger Hive second. Because if you don't, the Stinger Hive will kill it. So you go bloop bloop. Or you go all out and use your fucking bombardier drone on his ass. Either way, there's a good chance that you're gonna kill his ass. So it doesn't matter. I hate saying this, and I really do, because the sniper turret does a lot of damage, but it's not practical in PvP. Simply because all they have to do is get out of its way and it can't get them. Whereas these two guys, they have ability to go around corners and shit. They can get people. You still have to use this thing up here, but and most people don't nowadays, unfortunately. So you got a lot of retards out there. But I like to build my build this way because I can overcharge my shit. And when I overcharge, like you just saw, when I overcharge that bombardier drone, I go from a radius that's like this to a radius that's like this. And I mean, good luck getting out of that radius. And I'm going to tell you a little secret about this backpack. I don't see a lot of people using this backpack at all. So when you look at this backpack, the first thing you think of is, oh fuck, 60 seconds before I can overcharge again? No, that's not true actually. I actually went through this one day and I overcharged just to see how long it took. And I actually counted the seconds. And I came up with it was either 30 to 35 second countdown. So it's not 60 seconds at all. It's about 30 to 35 seconds real time. So there's a hint there. The chances of you overcharging stuff is quite often. And actually, now I remember how I ran this build before. Now that I thought about that overcharge. So I went rigger here. I use this, and if I want to be annoying, then I use it the way I'm using it right now. If I want to be, like, killing shit, like, majorly killing shit, then I run it this way. I leave that backpack right where it is, because the rigger backpack, I mean, to me, it's useless. It has a nice little talent on it. If you screw up and throw a talent out you didn't want, you can destroy it and it'll come back. But I don't have that issue because I don't tend to fuck up when it comes to that. When it comes to which skills I want to throw out. So I put the Acosta backpack on and have my overcharge. I throw rigger on. And most of my rigger, like I said, my rigger is set to skill damage. Rigor is set to skill damage. Okay. Let me see if this one's better first. This bigger piece might be better. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'll switch these two up. And I will put a wyvern piece there to get 20% skill damage right there. So 50% skill damage from the chest piece. I get some skill damage from the Akusta backpack. It gives me 8.5% because it's not a perfect roll. It's 10% normally, and that's 12% skill haste. But let me just read you what it does. So when you throw a grenade when you're at skill tier 6, it will give you overcharge, and it gives you back that grenade. You get it back. It refunds the grenade. Okay, but if you throw it again after it's overcharged, you're not getting that grenade back. Okay, so it has two talents. One in hand is the first one. That's the one where you get your overcharge. And then there's two in the bag, which is the second talent. It gives you one armor kit, so you can carry an extra armor kit. You can carry 3 more grenades. You get 25% ammo capacity increase, 10% repair skills, 10% status effects. So you can see how you could run with this build. You could use this with Eclipse as well. You could use it with the healing build as well, because you get 10% repair skills. But it gives you more stuff. You get this little bonus perk, this little bonus talent, and it's got all these nice little perks that come with it. So this is how I usually run this build with these two, with the Bombardier and the Firefly. I run them with this because this, like I said, you look at this Best Buds talent, increases the damage buff from 25% to 50%. So every time I send a skill out, it lasts for 10 seconds. Then, if I do it again, it gives me another 10 seconds and whatnot. But for 10 seconds, that gives me 50% skill damage just for that one skill. And that's not counting the rest of the shit that I have. Okay? If we do, that's 70, 80, 90, 100. What's this at? 108, 108 and a half. Yeah, I got a lot of skill damage. Over 100. Over 100 guaranteed. If I don't want to overcharge, then I can switch these wyvern pieces up, and I can put the waveform on, and I probably would do more damage. But I'm a prick. I want to overcharge, so that's why I'm doing this. Because when I overcharge, both of these skills are going to become insanely nasty, even more than they already are. And they're just the way I'm running it right now. They're already nasty. But when I overcharge, they're going to become super nasty. And nobody is going to want to be near these things. So in conflict, if they're all hanging out together going, ha ha ha, these fuckers can't get us, and I go, boop, and I mark all 4 of those, even 2 of those guys get marked, and the other 2 guys are around them, it's not going to be nice for them. But I can guarantee you there's going to be 2 deaths out of those 4 if I only mark 2 of them. If I mark all 4 of them, they're all dead. I'm not even going to say it's a might be. They are all going to be dead. I can guarantee you that. I've used this thing, and people were getting really annoyed that they ended up teaming up. All 4 of them teamed up to fucking literally try to find me out of the 4 people on the map. Because they were getting annoyed by my ability to drop them in one hit with this thing. They were getting pissy. I actually had one guy messaging me and sending me nasty messages and saying I was cheating, and I was like, ain't no fucking cheating here, buddy. I don't have no device attached. The only device that I have attached is this guy right here, and it's my headset. See? Goes right to my headset. These fuckers that are cheating, they have this little device that plugs in right here, and I don't know how big it is exactly, but it sits on top, and it plugs into here. That's cheating. Just because I have my shit rolled away, I'm using rigor. Which I'm going to be honest with you, I've seen very few people running rigor because they always run like just all yellows for their skill builds, and that's great. But I guarantee I can do way more fucking damage than they can. Guaranteed. I can guarantee you that. I've seen people with all these like, yellows fucking mixed together. They're all yellows. They use all yellows. like all 6. And they have some really good talents, and I'm not going to lie, they have some really good talents, but even if I add the talents damage together, and I add everything up, even if they rolled everything into skill damage that they could roll, I still do more damage. Tenfold. Because just, like I said, just this piece alone, like with the 4, obviously I need all 4 pieces, but just this talent alone gives me 50% skill damage just for using that one talent off this right here. That's 50 right there. Then we add the rest and do the math. I do way more skill damage. Plus,
Hi.
I got my capacitor, which gives me 1.5% skill damage for every bullet that hits somebody. Up to 40 times. That's 60% skill damage. So 60 plus 50 is 110, and then we do the math from there, because everything's rolled into skill damage. I have close to 200. I have close to 200% skill damage when all is said and done. Because I'm also using Technician, which gives you an automatic bonus of 10% skill damage as well, just for using it, just for using that specialization. And with this new content coming, I can only imagine what's going to happen. If what I think is going to happen, I was talking about trees a little while ago.
Agent in need
On one of my
backup.
videos, I was talking about wouldn't it be cool if they had trees of some sort to make this even better? And it's funny how these specializations are going to get these new trees. So it just goes to show you that sometimes your videos might not get viral like everybody else's, but sometimes developers or people from the development team, they see these videos and they say, "Oh, that's a good idea." They're not gonna. They're not gonna come and say, "Hey, I saw your video. I know that's you that made that suggestion." They're not gonna say that. No, they're not. But they do watch videos. They do watch YouTube, and they do see these videos from everybody. It could have been somebody else that said it, but I just think it's kind of funny how when I saw that update, I was like, "Oh, wasn't that weird?" I was talking about something like that a little while ago. It's coincidence, maybe. Maybe it is. But yeah, most people, when they use their skills, you see them using like the cam launcher, the sticky bomb, sometimes the explosive traps, pulse, decoys. You see them kind of avoiding this one, and you see them avoiding the one I'm using right now, the Firefly. The Firefly and the drone, I'm going to say this because it's true, this particular drone variant is these two are ones you don't see very often. Actually, I haven't seen anybody use these but me. I'm sure there's other people out there that use them, but I've encountered a lot of people and I've never seen anybody use either one of these. So that tells me that it's not a very common thing to use, which is perfect. I love it because that means I'm the only one using it for now. Until somebody slaps on my same build and kills me. Whatever. That's good. That means I succeeded.
What's up, Agent? Good to see you. Keep at it, Bucko. You got this.
But there is a lot of stuff in this game that just needs to be... What? There's a lot of things in this game that could just be improved, made better. We kind of have to start leaning away from certain things. Like this game does cater to certain talents that work together. It kind of caters to that a lot, and I find that it does. I think the most common thing that I see is Adrenaline Rush and Intimidate. Or like I said before, Unbreakable and Vigilance. Or Spotter and Vigilance. Those are the 3 that I've seen the most. But I mostly encounter people that are using the first one I said, which is Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush. That's the most common one I see, which is easily defeated. I made a video about it earlier. Not today, but before. Obliterate and Versatile are way more powerful than Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush ever thought of being. And the reason that is because if you're using an SMG, Versatile, when you swap weapons, gives you 35% weapon damage. So does Intimidate, but it needs Adrenaline Rush to activate Intimidate. So, what is the smarter choice? Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush, or Obliterate and Versatile? I think the second one, Versatile and Obliterate, because the other two equal 1, because Adrenaline Rush does not give you anything but bonus armor. That's it. It doesn't give you any damage or anything. It's just bonus armor. Stupid. How fucking stupid is that? Use your brain. Obliterate gives you 25% weapon damage when you stack it, and it stacks very fast. And Versatile gives you 35% when you're using SMGs and shotguns. So what's the smarter choice? It's pretty hard. Or it's pretty hard for some people, but it's pretty easy to figure out. 60% weapon damage versus 35. Which one do you want? I'm going to take the 60%. I don't know about you, but yeah, it's the more logical way to fucking go. But these guys, they use this fucking combination and they think, oh, they call you a noob if they actually do kill you, but it's usually two of them focusing you, so they both kill you because they're both using it. That's how it equals 60% weapon damage for them, is there's two of them doing it. Or sorry, it's 70%. So they have 70% because there's two of them using it at the same time on you. But I've got 60% with just me. Imagine if there was another me, that'd be 120. It just makes me laugh, and I've used it in PvP. I've tested it out. It works way better than the other. I still don't use a shield, though. I think shields are fucking stupid. They put you at risk, because when your shield breaks, you're fucked. Your guy is stunned for over, I think it's 1.5 to 2 seconds. Your guy is stunned. He can't shit. He can't do anything. You can't shoot back. That gives the other guy the advantage because now he knows that you can't do shit, and he's shooting. He's continuously shooting because he knows you can't fight back for at least 2 seconds. By the time you do recover, you're dead. So that's why I don't really like using shields, because they put you at a disadvantage. Here's another thing too. If you don't have any hazard protection going on and somebody disrupts you, that does the same thing. Even if you don't have a shield. It kind of stuns you, but it's for less time, obviously. It's like a second instead of 2 seconds. But I just realized this the other day when I was disrupting people. I noticed that it made their guy go like this and he couldn't shoot. So I was like, wait a minute, I got an idea. So I started running the Jammer Pulse, because it disrupts people. It breaks their shield, and if they don't have a shield, it makes them not be able to shoot for a second. So now you know. If you use Disrupt on somebody, especially if you're really good at using the sticky bomb, I would suggest using the sticky EMP, because the duration on that one actually lasts longer than the other one, like a lot longer. It's like 4 seconds more. Like I said, you have to get pretty decently good at aiming them. The best way to aim the sticky bomb is not the way people see. Let me put that shit on. I'll show you what I mean. Most people will aim the sticky bomb like an idiot. They're like, oh, the in-game thing has an aim system. Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. That's stupid. You might still hit your target. You probably won't, though. So this is the in-game aiming system. It looks pretty accurate, doesn't it? But on the fly, when you really need it to work, I find that all you need to do is use your sights. Okay, don't do that. Do this. Aim down your sights where you want to hit, and you will hit exactly where you're aiming that crosshair. Boom. A lot of people don't know that. They literally use the in-game aiming system, which is this, where you hold it in. And most of the time they fucking miss. Because they think they're aiming in the right spot and they miss. I don't miss with this. If I aim down my sights like this and I see somebody running along and he's like right there, I go boop, boom, got him. Don't miss. It hits exactly where I did too. If I hit him, if I'm aiming at his forehead right here, that's where the fucking, when I press the button after going into my, while I'm in my sights, while I press that button, it's gonna fucking hit right here where I aimed it. Whereas this one, it might not go exactly where you want it to go. It could miss. There's a good chance it probably is gonna miss. Or you might get lucky and get like just a little chunk of the radius hits them. I'd rather take my chances and use this system where you aim and you go, oh, I want to hit that. I want to hit right in the chest. Boom. No problem. Use your gun sights for the sticky bomb. I'm telling you right now, you're going to be more accurate. Especially when shit's moving, you'll be more accurate on hitting them. Because if you're good at sniping, you'll be really good at using the sticky bomb. If you use your sights. This game is going to get better, hopefully, but not till February now. They're saying February is when this new shit's coming out. So when is Heartland coming out? That's my question. Is Heartland coming out this year, or is it coming out next year? As far as I know, it was supposed to come out this year, but I don't know if it got delayed. I also don't know if I'm going to like it, because if it's like Survival was in the first division, I didn't find that to be very rewarding, and I got bored of it really quick. I'm all for that shit of collecting this and that and blah, 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 and all that shit, but if you don't implement it properly, it gets boring quick. Like, for example, here's something. You don't really need to eat or any of that shit in that, but these battle royale games where you get dropped into the fucking area and you gotta collect your own guns and shit like that, that's a cool idea. I like that. But when you have to, like, run to this fire and keep warm and shit, it's, like, stupid. What if I'm in the middle of a fucking fight? I don't have time to go warm my fucking hands up. Just a minute, let me warm my... Don't shoot at me. I'm gonna go warm my hands up first, okay? So I don't freeze to death. Okay, I won't shoot you. Oh, yeah, right. That's as if that would work that way. More like, I don't give a shit, you're dead. Maybe if your ass dressed warmer, you wouldn't be cold. It just gets fucking boring really quick. That's the problem. They need to make it better.
Hey, good looking.
Make it worthwhile. Not, well, let's do this, and that might work. And if we use PvE, PvP, that's cool. So what if he gets lucky and finds a gun before me, and then for some reason the game hates me, and I've checked more stuff than he has, but he finds a fucking really good gun, and I find shit. Nothing. Not even a knife. I think the bare minimum thing I should have on me is a knife. Okay? If we look at this carefully, where is it? It might have a knife somewhere on me. But it's put away pretty good on my thing. So that if I was in a plane crash, or sorry, a helicopter crash, I think that's how, yeah, it was a helicopter crash in the first one. It would still be on me. If it's in a fucking thing and it's belted up and it's fucking, you know, it's snapped in, it's not going anywhere. So that's horse shit right there. You don't even have a knife? Yeah, I know, that's bullshit. Anyways, I hope it's better. For now, I'm going to get off here real quick, though, because I got to do some shit. But if you enjoyed it, don't be afraid to give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Because any support would be great.